Saving money fast? Yeah, okay. Easier said than done. Like, what am I supposed to do? Stop eating? Well, technically, yes, but please don't do that. This isn't a survival guide, it's a money guide. Alright, then maybe I'll just win the lottery. Yeah, if your financial strategy involves scratching tickets at the gas station, we might need to have a little chat. Fine. So, what do the actual experts say I should do? Glad you asked, because financial experts actually have some surprisingly simple and kind of sneaky ways to save money faster than you think. And don't worry, it's not just that tired, cut out your morning latte advice. We're going deeper. You can still purchase lattes. They're just going to be smaller lattes. Oh, thank God. I thought you were about to ban caffeine. Chill out. No one's robbing you of your espresso shots of happiness. Unless you fall into that category of ordering the oat milk, triple foam, unicorn dust cappuccinos, then maybe cut back. The best savings hack financial wizards love to discuss is the so-called pay yourself first strategy. If you're like me, you may have read that and thought, wait a minute, aren't I already paying myself when I receive my paycheck? Well, not exactly, but this is about what happens when some money is scooped off the top of your income and channeled directly into your savings before you even have the chance to notice it. It's kind of like hiding cookies from yourself so you don't eat the whole jar. NerdWallet swears this is the way to go because it doesn't leave the decision up to you and instead is pure autopilot. The Department of Labor also vouches for it, calling it a foolproof way to establish long-term savings without having to rely on willpower each month. So, in short, I am tricking myself into being responsible? Exactly. It's as if you're granting your future self a secret little allowance. The best part? Rent and bills can't snatch it off first. It's yours, concealed, protected from the late-night Taco Bell cravings. But of course, paying yourself only works if you know what the rest of your money is supposed to do. That's when you let budgeting rules walk in, looking like a stern math teacher who actually has some really good advice. The most well-known is the 50-30-20 rule, meaning half of your money goes to needs like rent, groceries, 30% goes to wants, Netflix, sneakers, late-night pizza to fulfill a craving, and the remaining 20% goes to savings or debt repayment. It's clean. It's orderly. Then there's Fidelity, 50-15-5 rule, that leans more toward retirement. Here, 50% is spent on essentials, 15% goes directly into retirement accounts, and 5% rolls into short-term savings for vacations, a new gadget, etc. Wait, 5%? That's the equivalent of giving a kid a $5 bill and saying that's going to pay for college. Yes, it seems small, but it's about creating the habits. Keep in mind that the whole retirement thing is the endgame here. Sorry, Avengers fans, no Thanos snapping away your 401k. And then there's the quirky 3-3-3 rule. It's all about emergency funds. Have 3 months of expenses stashed in 3 different accounts, and check up on them every so often. The symmetry makes it easy to remember, and honestly, a little satisfying. But 3 accounts? I can barely handle the one without forgetting the password. Exactly. The hard part is a feature, not a bug. Since you can't remember the login, you also can't mistakenly blow it on concert tickets. Genius, right? But even with budget rules in hand, the brain does love to revolt. This is why experts emphasize automating and what they call behavioral hacks. One of my favorites is from Fast Company. Automate your savings so you never even have the chance to touch it. Literally, remove the human element. If your money disappears into savings, the second it hits your account, you can't argue with it. And some savers take it up a notch, or 8, like the woman in the UK who set up 8 separate bank accounts dedicated to different goals. Vacation fund, car fund, emergency fund, anything and everything. She shut off Apple Pay and implemented a 48-hour rule for herself with anything non-essential. The result? She saved almost £10,000 in a little over a year. 8 accounts? I can't even do with 8 group chats. That's the beauty of it. The more difficult it is to get your money, the less likely you are to spend it. It's like a financial moat around your castle. Now let's talk about trimming fat. You've probably heard the classics. Cancel the subscriptions you don't use. Shop smarter at the grocery store and reduce your utility bill. But here's the modern twist. Apps and tech hacks. Budgeting apps such as Good Budget and YNAB are akin to a personal trainer for your wallet. Cashback apps such as Rakuten actually pay you to shop. It's capitalism's weird apology gift. And if that's not enough, you can try gamifying savings with the 52-week challenge, where you stash a growing amount each week, while with the quirky ones, like Weather Wednesday, you store money according to the temperature. So if it's 90 degrees, I'm saving $90? Exactly. Suddenly, climate change becomes very expensive. But that's all irrelevant without an emergency fund. Here's the kicker. Financial experts now say you need to save as much as 12 months of expenses in reserves, not 3 or 6 months. Yes, 1 whole year of living expenses in case life decides to body slam you. Sounds overwhelming, right? But you don't construct it overnight. You funnel in tax refunds, pick up side hustles, skip dining out, and selling the dusty collectibles. One person's treadmill of shame is another person's Facebook marketplace treasure. And here's a really neat hack. The golden hour method. Dedicate 1 hour each week to looking over your finances, canceling subscriptions, negotiating bills, and transferring money into higher interest accounts. 1 hour a week? That's like 2 Netflix episodes. Exactly. And every cliffhanger you leave out is a fatter piggy bank. Last but not least, the elephant in the room. Debt. You can't run towards savings while lugging a ball and chain of interest behind you. With the debt snowball method, you pay your smallest debt first, then apply those payments to the next debt, and so on. It's mathematically optimal. Sometimes the avalanche method saves more interest, but the snowball method wins on motivation. Each payoff is that much more of a victory parade. Dave Ramsey even laid out an entire system. Save $1,000 starter fund, eliminate debt with the snowball, develop a larger emergency fund, invest $15, pay off the home, and build wealth. So, it's like baby steps. Then mega adulting? Exactly. And the best part? Saving feels 10 times faster when you have no debt. To wrap it up, saving money quickly boils down to a handful of variables. Automate it and pay yourself first. Choose an approach to budgeting that suits you. Trick your brain into compliance. Cut the fluff. Supercharge your emergency fund. Be nice to yourself with behavioral hacks. And approach that debt with strategy. It's not perfection. It's consistency. That all still seems like a great deal of work. It is, but so is being broken. Which one sounds more fun?